Hey, greetings, everybody. Dr. Jesse Wilson here. Yesterday, we looked at how Paul handles conflicting convictions in the local church, and we were in Romans 14. Today, we moved to 1 Corinthians 8. Now, listen, in both of those chapters, Paul turns our common definitions of strong and weak Christians upside down. Because in both of those chapters, the weak Christian now is the one with the overly sensitive conscience, the one who, quote, stands for truth in every situation, but in some situations is actually avoiding what God allows. For instance, in Romans 14, the Jewish Christian wanted everybody in the church to eat right and observe the feast days. But the Gentile Christians in that same church said, no way, we got Christian freedom. And Paul said, you're right. In this case, the Jewish Christians with the overly sensitive conscience are weak. But in 1 Corinthians 8, the tables turned. The Gentile Christians said, we don't eat meat that's sacrificed to idols. It's a sin for everybody. And the Jewish Christians said, no, that's not true. That idol is just a statue. It's just a piece of stone. And Paul said, you know what? You're right. In this case, the Jewish Christians were strong, and the Gentile Christians with their overly sensitive consciences were weak. You got to be careful about your labels because they can change depending on the topic. Which leads me to 3 suggestions. First of all, knowledge needs to submit to love. Being right doesn't give us the right to just run over people's convictions. Liberty can trip you up because something that's harmless to you might be hurtful to somebody else in the church. And then find love surrenders its rights. It's hard, but listen, you got to be conscious of how your actions impact other people in the church. But let me ask you this. What modern freedom, it might be music, it might be social media, it might be a food choice, what modern freedom could you lay down if it helps somebody new in the faith or immature in the faith? Write it down in the comments. Tomorrow, we're going to continue to look at this role reversal. For the full presentation, get the book Adventist Arguments and Disputable Matters. Remember, when you get the physical book, you get the digital book free. See you tomorrow.